So Pulsechain has higher throughput, better security, lower environmental impact to the point of nearly none, is a newer coin with more features, is faster than Bitcoin. But Bitcoin has an $800 billion market cap. Pulsechain doesn't. Why? Well, we're new. We're on the way, right? Things will get better, in my opinion. So and for you listening, is that a forward-looking price statement? Nope, not a forward-looking price statement, not financial advice. So we've got a wonderful network. We've got wonderful features. We've got wonderful airdrop. There's, you can do lending on the Pulsechain network. There's projects that let you borrow coins. There's projects that there's stable coins on Pulsechain. There's all types of stuff people have launched on Pulsechain. Guys, the network is good. Works great. Oh, and the bridge is free too. Somebody set the bridge to 0 fee so that using the bridge has no fee, both directions. So if you go to bridge.pulsechain.com, there's no fees currently. In, out, either way, no fees. Now you're going to pay a fee on the Ethereum network. Nothing you can do about that. That's Ethereum's side, right? So you got a great network and you got a ton of free coins. And it's been worked flawlessly for 7 months. Go make it great, guys. Launch stuff on it, use it, build fiat on-ramps, make a money transmitter in your state, make a licensed money transmitter in your state, and you can, make the community better.
Hey everybody, and welcome back. Hope you guys are having a cool, lazy Sunday. Of course, it's Monday here down under in New Zealand, but of course, Sunday up in the northern hemisphere. I hope you guys are enjoying it. We had a good Sunday here yesterday. We had a bit of sunshine come out and break up from the storm, so that was kind of nice. It is summertime, of course, down under. Just the way it goes. We got Check My Pulse in the house. LFG, evening suit man. Good to see you as well. Nice to see Ben Armstrong, yes, but the formerly BitBoy coming to Hexaco. Yes, he's doing a lot of content around Pulsechain Hex. Pretty big on the way that he builds back his channels up. Looking pretty good there. We got Lies Beneath the Truth with the ultimate golden strategy, Richard Hart. Hex, EHEX, PLS, PLSX, incentive for the win. 100%, looking good. We got Crypto Incognito in house there with the emojis, looking good there as well. Hey Joey, welcome. Good to see you. What else I got? Brennan there, our TA guru, all-around moderator star there. Morning, Superman family. Good to see you, Brennan. Welcome. And Craig Pitt as well. Morning, everybody. Good to see you, Craig Pitt. Truck in the house as well. Looking nice. Get Hex in the house there. Good morning, Hex family. Says Get Hex. Nice one there. I hope you guys are having a good time. And yeah, we got a bit of a cool off in the old crypto markets. We're going to talk about that today. We got JB in the house there. Evening. Let's go. Absolutely. Let's go. Let's crush some content here and let's bring up the markets, see where we're at to the moment. We got Bitcoin at the moment, 42,770, just down a third of a percent. Bitcoin dominance at 50.18%, so still holding strong there. Ethereum at the moment, $2,296, down 0.5%. Obviously, we had that rally and now we've cooled off, but the actual numbers are looking pretty good in my view. So we're going to go and check that out on the charts. Let's go check it out. We got Bitcoin here on Coinbase, and that's sitting above the 50 moving average there, or EMA, exponential moving average, looking pretty good. Is Bitcoin there? That's a really solid little position there. After our big rally, of course, a bit of a profit taking, but man, really holding up pretty nicely here above the 50 EMA. So far, looking good, and the Golden Cross still playing out there. We are getting closer, of course, to the big news for the Bitcoin halving. As you can see, it's coming up there pretty fast, thick and fast, as they say. And how many days away? Approximately, let's say 70 days away is the Bitcoin halving. So it's getting ever so closer there in April. And man, we could look for a long rally after that. It's looking good. And man, we're starting at such a strong base at the moment, above the 50 EMA. So everything's looking pretty nice there as well. All right, let's move on into Ethereum. Actually, I got some news here around Pulsechain first. Sorry, not Pulsechain, Bitcoin and crypto. We got Genesis Global Capital filed a new motion with the U.S. Bankruptcy Court for the Southern District of New York, seeking authorization to sell approximately $1.6 billion in trust assets. So that's the Genesis Global Capital, including Grayscale GBTC, valued at approximately 1.4 billion, and Grayscale Ethereum Fund, valued at approximately 165 million. So that is a news that's just come out there around Genesis. That could have, repercussions in the market there. So what else there? But Gemini is hoping to benefit from that move. So earn update for the earn, and of course late yesterday, Genesis filed a motion authorizing sale of trust assets. This is an important step forward following the approval of Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, the GBTC, as an exchange traded product on January the 10th. As detailed in the motion, Genesis is seeking bankruptcy court authorization to monetize its interest in GBTC, the Grayscale Ethereum Trust, and the Grayscale Ethereum Classic Trust to facilitate upcoming distribution to earn users, which will only be possible once the plan is confirmed. The motion also seeks authority for Gemini to monetize the initial collateral, and they got 30.9 million shares there of GBTC. It holds for the benefit of earn users. So it's good news for earn users. What should it go forward, or when it goes forward? Genesis has requested an expedited hearing on the motion on February the 8th, 2024. So if that's something that affects you, that could be good news from that point of view, but could cause some bit of turmoil in the market. We'll see how we go. Maybe the last throw before we get into that Bitcoin halving, right? All right, so it leads us into Ethereum. At the moment, Ethereum, they're just below the 50 EMA there. It's currently at 2,286. So the EMA is sitting at $2,305, so just below that at the moment, trying to push itself back up. Obviously, a little bit weaker than Bitcoin, but heading in the right direction. So we'll keep a lookout on that for the next day or two. Remember, we've still got proto-dank sharding being tested, and if I remember rightly, maybe in a couple of days' time, we'll have the final testnet up there. I haven't seen whether they've had the second one pushed up on the. You remember the first one was on Gorilla testnet. They had 2 more testnets to do on different testnet blockchains, but the last one was supposed to be the 7th of February. Well, maybe I'll try and check up on that and see whether that's still the case. Let me know in the chat if you guys have been following that at all with the proto-dank sharding upgrade for Ethereum. In any case, we've obviously got still expecting, or at least last time we're expecting, still March to be the full upgrade to mainnet for the proto-dank sharding, potentially going to benefit Optimism and Arbitrum second layers. And then, of course, in May, we're expecting, in May, we're still expecting, I think it's about the 23rd of May, still expecting the Ethereum ETFs to be approved. And there's about 7 of those. And some people are expecting some nice little rallies and prices for that. I think I saw some, looking pretty good on the price rallies. So that's kind of cool. And it's Ethereum that leads us in the Pulsechain. We've got day 268. Before we get to that, though, let's see who else has jumped in the chat there. And see who is here. We've got Wookie in the house there. Hey, good to see you, Wookie. Welcome to the chat. We've got Kryptonite as well. Everybody is starting to turn their eyes to Pulsechain. We're going to win so hard, says Kryptonite. Absolutely. Definitely getting some good, strong support. We've got Brian in the house there. What's up, folks? Good to see you, Brian. Ben Armstrong to be at the Pulsechain conference and podcast, he says Kryptonite. Yeah, looking good. Obviously, he was formerly, I guess, the biggest crypto influencer on the planet under BitBoy, where they had over 2 million followers. And now he's rebuilding after he got pushed out. So it looks like he's almost back, I think 90-something thousand subscribers on YouTube. And he's just building back his audience. Obviously, Pulsechain and Hex, highly engaged one. So it's a pretty good one for him to attract. But it does seem to, so far, we'll see, seems to be keen on the Pulsechain Hex community as well. So maybe it's a win-win there for both of us, as it were, the community and Ben Armstrong. We got hello Sandy Beach in the house. Hello, Hex Token, everybody. Good to see you, Sandy Beach. Another influence in the house, crushing it. Good to see you, Sandy. And dang, what to ID? X just blocked my account. Really? Yeah, they can be a little bit temperamental. It's not as bad as it used to be by a long shot when the old lefties were completely controlling it. Although I'd still think that they need to get rid of the current CEO. I think that I don't know what Elon was doing, hiring her for the job. Okay, cool. You just saw that one. I don't know why that popped up twice for some reason. All right, wish you best of getting back on there. Let's get back into it. So day 268 results for Pulsechain. And we got Pulse there at 000118, down 4%. And we're currently sitting at 18% above sacrifice price. I think I covered this 2 days ago because I was off yesterday, but that was 25% above sacrifice price. So we're down about 7 percentage points there. Pulsex there at the moment is at 0467, down 6.77%. The big buy and burn, though, keeps burning away. Look at that, 690.5 billion Pulsex bought up and burned. I really do like that. As you guys know, I really do think that Pulsex is looking attractive for the next move, obviously incentive token as well. We're waiting for Power City Earn Protocol to launch. They're waiting for the Fetch Oracle to ramp up so they can do it properly. So we'll just have to get patient there. But once that launches, another big blue chip juggernaut launching on Pulsechain, it's going to be great. It's going to get a lot of Pulsex off the market and potentially issue tens of millions of US of PXDC, which will be the third stablecoin on Pulsechain. That's native to Pulsechain. So expecting tens of millions of dollars to be issued. So a supply and a potential demand shock there. It's going to be pretty good. Now that is 3.37% of all the Pulsex is being bought up and burned. That's the public supply. We got the incentive token there, $2.66, down 7%. The ratio is what I always look at there, 22,687 is the ratio there. Just dropped down a little bit there on that one. And we're heading towards 24 million in total supply. So kind of got a good scarcity play there as well, and helping to drive prices. The burn there is 118,000 has been burned so far. Now this is from the TRH protocol, and we're expecting TRH v4 to come out soon. So that should help to burn even more of Richard Hart's tokens there. Hex there, PHEX at the moment, 1.48 cents, down 5%. EHEX is at 77/100th of a penny, and that means the combined price of EHEX and PHEX, that is Hex on Ethereum and Hex on Pulsechain, combined is 2.25 cents. So it's really dropped off a little bit there. Remember, it was sort of sitting at around 2.5 cents. We're down at 2.25s there, so it's down a quarter from the looks of it. That is pretty much it on the markets for day 268, which leads us into the charts. Let's have a quick look at those. Still look holding up pretty well, isn't the old chart there? We're at 000117. Not too much to say about that. How's the RSI? RSI is cooling off, so we're down at 55. So we'll keep looking out for that. And we've got the MACD. We'll keep looking out for a little sign that's going to cross back up. So far, so good. Just nice little cool off. Nice little consolidation. Nice high, higher lows. Looking good, actually. I really do like the look of these charts. Pulsex as well, pretty similar story. Obviously, you got a big down day today. Sunday US time. It is the quiet day. Typically, we often can have a down day on the Sunday US time. Maybe that sets us up for a better start to the week. So we'll keep a lookout for that. The RSI definitely chilling out there too at 56, 57. So pretty similar story there. Once again, waiting for Pulsex to launch, really. Not Pulsex, Power City Earn Protocol, the liquidity fork to launch. Excuse me, that will be good. And Incentive token there at the moment is down a little bit there too, but the ratio is the more important number. So let's have a look at that. Look at that, looking really strong actually, isn't it? 22,689. So Incentive token looking pretty strong there. PHEX at the moment, obviously the weaker of the crew of the golden cryptos, 1.48 cents there. A couple of down days, and of course we've got an EMA cross set up here, which is the 8-day and the 21-day. Maybe I should move. Yeah, it's got the 8-day anyway. But we had a couple of week off days here. We are going back down. Are we going back down to test the 50? The 50 is at 1.4 cents on the Fibonacci. So it looks like that's destiny for us. The RSI definitely cooled off at 47. So this would set us, even with this pullback, would set us up for another rally. And hopefully we just don't go too low, right? We want to keep that up as well. MACD, no sign there yet for the upside. So yeah, looks like 1.4 cents, potentially the bottom of this move. We have been here and tested before. Looks like we're going back down to test that as well. So 1.4 there. Now that's probably just the way the market's feeling. It's probably where we'll be. Hopefully on the weekend we'll be able to ride back up here. Don't really want to go down to the 61.8 if we can help it, which is 1.25 cents. That is kind of the play there on Hex. Kind of been the weaker of the two, but I think once we Hex, PHEX and EHEX combined across that 3 cent mark and tested again, it's off to the races for Hex, that's for sure. So you get an extended period to pick up some Hex is pretty much the view there. EHEX as well, pretty similar story. In fact, it's a little bit more aggressive. We've even got a slightly worse chart on EHEX. We've just had this bearish signal here. Obviously, we're already down here on the 50 Fibonacci at 7.7 cents there. So looking particularly weak. This might even go lower, potentially to 61.8 before it has a bounce back. So that would be at 67, let's say 6700 of a penny. So a little bit weaker there on the old EHEX at the moment with that bearish cross just being printed. We don't have one on PHEX there, but we do have one on EHEX. All right, let's look at the RSI. I got that there too. RSI really chill here. I mean, it's down at 46 or something. So yeah, let's see where that bottom is before it has a nice little rally. Obviously, if we can defend the 50 on both the PX and EX, then it makes for a much stronger move to the upside. Just the only a bit more caution about EX there. So that's kind of what I would put there. All right, let's go back and have a look at the validators. How we doing there for day 268? We got 52,792 validators, 1.69 trillion off the market, which is pretty nice. Let's go quickly to the gas prices. 622,000 beats. That's pretty high from what we've seen recently. So that's pretty high. It's like 3 times at least higher than normal. We got 3 cents for a Pulsechain swap at the moment. Well, it's getting expensive on Pulsechain. We got 2 tenths of a penny for a Pulse coin transfer and 5 tenths of a penny for a PRC20 transfer. Boy, that's what happens, eh? The Gwei's up and the price is looking pretty healthy. We get much higher cost there. I'm just looking for something here that we're going to play. Let me look at it. I think this is the video here. Is that the right one? Yeah, let's play that one. All right.
Yes, if it accrues so much value and gets so many users, yeah, the fees will go up and you'll just get really, really rich holding Pulse watching. Oh no, more really, really rich people. Like, you can't, here's the thing. You cannot force a free market to keep things cheap, because then crappy use cases that aren't valuable will outbid useful and valuable use cases. And do you want your chain with limited capacity to be filled up with crap? No, you don't want your chain filled up with crap. You want it filled up with nice, good things. Well, then how do you know what the difference between nice and crap is? By bidding. And the people that see more value on the chain pay more to use the chain. And then your limited resource chain, through the bidding mechanism, is filled with the most valuable things that people can fill it with. And so this like socialist USSR decree that, oh, we're just going to have cheap fees forever, it doesn't work, because there's a finite amount of space and you have to allocate it to certain users. And who should you allocate it to? Those that can most afford it, because they're bidding with their money for how valuable the transaction is. So the solution to a limited resource isn't to screw around with the pricing. The solution to a limited resource is to create more of the resource. So the Ethereum chain is full. Great. Well, we're going to make one with 4 times more throughput, and it won't be full. It'll be empty, and let's go fill it up.
All right, so we're sort of seeing a little bit of that today, aren't we, with the gas prices? A little bit of a teaser of that future with these Gweis. The Gwei beats up and the price up there at 3 tenths of a penny. However, we're still 407 times cheaper than Ethereum, and it is the weekend, and it is $10.60 to do a swap on Ethereum at the moment. 1,800 times cheaper than Bitcoin, $2.80. So kind of cool. The cool thing about Pulsechain, of course, is the fact that we have so many compounding protocols, and you need a cheap, fast chain to do that. So we have that. And number 2, we also have a lot of profit sharing protocols on Pulsechain, which is great. Instead of the fat cats getting it like on Uniswap, you get to share the fees, for example, on Internet Money. So we've got some cool things happening there, which is kind of neat. Let's go over to the bridge, see what the bridge is telling us. Bridge is like a painting. It says 1,000 words. We're at 122.6 million at the moment. We're kind of cut down a couple of million from where we were sort of peaking out the other day. Then we got up to like 25.9 or something like that million. We're at 122.6 at the moment. Still holding pretty strong. Lock percentages of coins are sitting pretty well too. So we've got the validators here, 1.69 trillion Pulse off the market. Liquid loans, 1.1 trillion off the market. That's looking pretty good. Just add some quick numbers up there. We got the bridge there, fiat, all these other different type of protocols also getting quite a bit of pulse off the market. Let's just do some quick numbers here. I don't know. Let's see, divided. Oh, what happened there? Sorry, I've got to redo it again. 1.69. 1.1 there. This is just approximate, but let's go. Yeah, about 7.5% at least, at minimum, and maybe even more, 18% or so off the market with these big, the validators and liquid lines in particular, plus a few of these others are there as well. Kind of looking good. All right, that's pretty much it for day 268, folks. Let's move away, get into the top PRC 20s. And we did get a question on the chat there, so let me get here. Thoughts on incentive token to outperform Pulse and PulseX in the next leg up? Well, we have seen that already, right? We've seen a lot of signs of that already. Obviously, it benefits from Pulse price going up. And if the ratio goes up to Pulse, which is why I always cover it, then you're going to get a bigger return, right? Bigger price thing. We've seen that on multiple occasions. The other thing, of course, it's got a bit of a scarcity play with the number of tokens that existence. That being said, of course, they are minted from the PulseX farms. So it will be subject to how those operate also. And secondly, in terms of the inflation adjustments and things like that, that reward adjustments in those pools, as well as any upgrades to PulseX and the DAO and things like that. So there's a few unknowns coming up in the future there. But so far, that does seem to be the case. Seems to an early indicator that it's outperforming. So there we are. Very cool. So what else we got there? Pulse PLSP is on a rocket. Yeah, we're going to check that out and soon. That is PulsePot. That has been doing very well. And as you guys know, I pretty much do cover a lot of Jacob's ecosystems projects pretty full on, right? Pretty full on coverage for those, and PulsePot is no different. We got Pulsechain as well. Hey yo, good to see Pulsechain. Sandy Beach has got a health and fitness post up there. So if you are interested in her push-up challenge, then you can check that out, because there's a push-up challenge. Quite a few people are participating, seeing quite a few people responding to that. So if you want to do push-up challenge, get in there and follow Sandy Beach as well, and get fit for your crypto. Ben Miller, GE, everybody, good evening. Good evening to you, Ben. Welcome to the chat as well. Pulsechain GG says, I'm on 20 push-ups today, doing it after the show. Nice one there, Pulsechain. There we go. I started at 5 and I'm down to 3, says Brian. You're not supposed to drink while you're doing your press-ups, Brian. Wink, wink. Let's see, we got 3 is was it 3 something? I'm not sure what that is. Anyway, a lot of people doing a press-up challenge. Hey, Superman and Hexkins. Hey, Hex Force 1. Good to see you. Hash says, are you bullish on PDI? Well, I cover PDI very regularly, Hash. So, yes, I am bullish on it, and I am entertained by it a lot. We're up to PDI. That's where we're starting. So, good times. As you guys know, we pretty much called the PDI perfectly, pretty much. So it was kind of cool. We had PDI here. We said it was going to break out here, broke out, and went to the upside. Have a bit of a cool off now at 2100, but looking very good as PDI. So it looks like it's going to continue on up. It's already made an new all-time high. So the previous all-time high was back in September. We've already got a new all-time high from the 3rd of January there, and we got up to 003273, which is basically just under 3300th of a penny. So this thing looks like it's going to power up. Now the RSI has managed to cool down a bit here at 63. And it's still looking okay to me. So that is pretty nice there. We haven't pulled up a lot of other indicators, but that is definitely looking good at the moment. And of course, you probably want to add in some moving averages to that, but we're not going to do that right now. But that is kind of cool. Looking good is OP die. The train that could. The train that could. Now, obviously, next target is really 1 cent. Ultimately, sort of the milestone target, 1 cent. And that's going to zigzag its way up there. The chart's looking very good indeed. If it can manage to get another high from here, it's game on, right? And it does look like that at this stage. So obviously the RSI is still a little bit overheated. We go to the weekly. I think we got the weekly one there. The weekly one hit overbought territory. So be a bit careful at the moment. Has just hit the overbought territory. But it could stay up a little bit elevated here. If it can move up a little bit higher and gain some support, that would be pretty nice to see. And you want support over, let's say 2700. or 27/100th of a penny. That's kind of where we are at the moment. Looking pretty good though, I think overall. Needs to cool off just a little bit in my view, but that's kind of where it is. Wrap Bitcoin is at $92. We pretty much chose this as well, which is kind of cool. It's a good thing about covering all these every day, right? Or virtually every day, is that you get a sense of where they're going. And of course, at the moment, this is finding a lot of resistance at this yellow line. Yeah, so far so good. It's just trying to break through. Once it breaks through, man, it could be game on with Wrap Bitcoin. The other thing I like about it, of course, it could follow the Bitcoin narrative up over the bull market as well. Probably way outperform actually what Bitcoin does by quite a bit, is my guess. And so far, so good at the on the Wrap Bitcoin. What else there? Treasury Bull, which is not a fork copy, or Teddy Bear. They're both moving around there. We've got Treasury Bull up 6%. Troper, of course, is pretty flat today. Maker, which had a little rally the other day, is down 3%. The two big meme coins, SHIB and Pepe. SHIB at the moment is down 2% there. Let's have a quick look at that chart just while we're looking at it. And let's see where we are here. That is the SHIB chart at the moment. So just at the top of the range, we have to do a nice little uptrend on this move, but facing a lot of resistance, around the 6 zeros 2000 is kind of where we're facing at resistance. Currently at 6 zeros 1550. So we'll keep a lookout on this one. The RSI definitely cooled off, almost back down to the 50. So potentially looking good for a continued move higher, is the case at the moment. All right, what else we got there? We got Pepe, the other big branded meme coin, down 10% at the moment. Also this here, getting to the resistance zone, but has kind of pushed a bit higher there. If it can defend this line at 1100, if it can defend this, then pretty much game on. We've got the Fibonacci back at 50. Definitely, so we've got a good chance of support here. Keep a lookout for that. Haven't got any moving averages on this, so just remember it's always good to have those on as well. Maybe an EMA cross or something like that. All right, what else? What's going on here? A lot of down coins today. That's pretty much it. So let's move on into our third category, the meme coins. This sort of more boutique, as we say, boutique. We got Blaster there is down 2% there. Axis Alive down 3%. Note Token for Randy Alasky down 3.5%. And yeah, we look at all these influences with meme coins. We've got Axis Alive, we've got Randy Alasky, we've got Paul Pleb there from Hexy Bastard, XOA. I think that is a bit. Still not quite sure where he's formally the founder of that, or he's just one of the big influence in there. But the orange crew, he definitely seems to be leading that to some degree, although they are a bit of a how we could describe them, viral marketers. I'm going to be kind. Viral marketers. There we go. What else there? We got a few others here. Ben from BitBoy. Now, obviously, this is the Pulsechain version. This, honestly, if Ben Armstrong continues to show such big support, then where could this go? I mean, here is Ben Armstrong at the moment. This is the 4th of February. Just had a killer idea for the Hex Pulse podcast. Should I do it or nah? Super excited to be talking Hex and Pulse with Corey next week. Apparently, it's going to be on Corey Costa's crypto coins there, doing a Twitter space, so that's coming up. So it really does seem to be getting, as he's pulled back his profile, really, getting the highest engaged community, which is pretty much the Hex Pulsechain community, to get involved. You even got people like Somi here talking about this as well. BitBoy having meetings with respected members of Pulsechain. Big things are coming. So you're getting a lot of support there going. I guess, as I say, it's probably a win-win, right? So there we go on the Ben Armstrong. Now, what does this mean for the chart, though, right? So the chart here, we already called this last rally, and I would suggest to you, the more content it does, the more this will start to garner some support in the price. We could have a longer-term move here on the old Ben token. We'll be watching that as well. All right, more token from Trayvon, another influencer. I told you there's a lot of influencer coins in here. Is up 15% today. Let's have a look at that. That's from Trayvon. Looking very good, actually, is this chart. Trying to head up a little bit here to break out. 72 cents to break out here on Pulsechain. Currently at 50 cents here. So probably a bit of move here. Let's pull up the RSI on the old Trayvon one there. And he does put out regular, posts about the more token there. And at the moment, 62 on the Fibonacci. It'll be interesting. It's got enough room to move to tackle the all-time high here on Pulsechain, 72 cents or so. In fact, what's the actual top here? 72, yes, just over 72 cents. So it's probably quite a decent little gain potentially in here. Let's see what that would be. That's about a, I don't know if it's got the percentages on here. Let me try that one more time. Hashtag fail. 45% gain in here, maybe just sitting in there. It gets one more go, and then the RSI will probably cool off there. But yeah, that is kind of the play at the moment. So possibly that will do that 50% gain there. Could happen in a short space of time, maybe a couple of days. Let's see how we go. Very, very facing a little bit of resistance here, but has got enough room in the RSI. Has cooled off twice, right? Has cooled off twice here, and it's got a bit of room to move again one more time to try tackle this all-time high. So there we are. There's a speculative play for you. Definitely looking there. Once again, do your own due diligence, not financial advice. What's that? Fluffy Slippers. I don't know if this is Somni's one, but this is Fluffy Slippers is going there. That is down 5%, and that's pretty much it at the moment. So those are the main coins. Let's go to the main event, Pulsechain projects, and yeah, looking good. Next one we're expecting, of course, to launch. I guess is Magic Carpet Ride. I guess they're going to make it next. That's going to be a front end, of course, with their Barista product, which you guys know I've been harvesting the old bean token from there. It's been a good time. So Magic Carpet Ride there is continuing to post out some big updates lately. This one was 23 hours ago. Testnet stats, of course, we covered this a couple times last week. This passive play, staking MCR tokens 369. So if you had sacrificed for that, you would have got some airdropped on testnet for you. That's Pulsechain testnet V4. Gives you exposure to several assets generated from fees, rewards from our suite of products. Remember the suite of products, you got 3 suite of products. They got the Stakehouse coming up. That's going to be a Hex staking pool platform, a bit like what we're going to get from Maximus with their party ecosystem, their party token with their pool party. So those are both going to be Hex derivatives, allowing you to pool Hex stakes. Now the other one, of course, is Bistro. I'm bad. Bistro, which is going to be over the counter. That will be the first over counter that I'm aware of on Pulsechain. And then number 3 is the one we've been testing, which is a Barista, which is a Liquid Lines front end. It gets you more rewards out through auto balancing and also the bean token incentive as well. So it's kind of double bullish there. And of course, I guess the first front end to Liquid Lines. Obviously, Power City is also coming out with their own front end. I think it's the amplifier for Liquid Lines as well. Now, testing is going well, says Magic Carpet Ride, and this DApp is currently in audit. Have you checked this out? So still in audit there, but on testnet as well. So it's getting very close to launching. And of course, we're going to go check it out. Let's go have a look here. So here it is. You guys know I am also testing on it. So let's go to the staking and let's go see what I can claim. Now I have 9.84% of the pool. And of course, testnet whale in the house represent. Whoop, whoop. And of course, let's go harvest there. How many bean have I got? I got another 1,000 bean. So let's claim that. The very slick front end. I mean, this thing is so smooth. And so let's click on that. MCR buffet. Now they're going to have multiple rewards because they've got 3 protocols that I just talked about. They got all these rewards you're going to be, and you're going to be able to Pulse, Bean, Hex, Hedron, and USDL. So all super popular tokens that you're going to be able to earn if you've got the Magic Carpet Ride 369 token. So this is kind of looking good, and waiting for that to come through. So to see, I've already earned quite a few tokens in here already. And let's see what happens here as we go. Nice. Did that claim? Did that work? I don't know. Let's have a look. Let's do the refresh there. Yeah, that works. So nice. Look at that. Woo! All right. So now up to 314,000 bean, which is pretty cool. But let's go to the Barista as well. Let's go harvest the Barista. That is their Liquid Lines front end. We might as well go harvest that while we're here. And we'll go to Stability Pool. I've got 190 million loan tokens. Let's go claim that. Yes, testnet whale in the house there. 6% of the Barista pool share. Not bad at all. That's living the high life on testnet. What can you buy with testnet? I don't know. But hey, we're harvesting the bean. Now there was going to be some sort of airdrop reward for testing on Barista. So we'll see what happens in that space. Many of us have been faithfully testing the protocol, so kind of cool. What else there? We got Sandy Beach says you can buy MCR token too. They have a buy button, says Sandy Beach. How about that? All right. Testnet gazillionaire, says Sandy Beach. You're quite right. That is true. That is how we rock and roll there. Oh yeah, Sandy Beach says I hope P-Dye pegs. You're not the only one there. It's heading in the right direction for it, isn't it? Pulsechain says Pulsechain GG says I just did 20 push-ups. For anyone interested, it's in the Discord and non-crypto chat. Nice one there. That is well done to you. I know that Sandy Beach will be proud of you. All right, let's go into the staking pool as well. Let's go and let's stake those loan tokens. When we stake the loan tokens, I'm going to get these bean. I got 4,300 bean. So I got 1,000 bean from the staking platform, right, from here. But now I'm going to get some more. So let's do it. Now, I wasn't planning on doing this testing, but we're doing it now. So let's have some fun with it. So we're just approving the loan tokens that in 190 million loan tokens they got here on testnet. Imagine if it was real loan tokens. Wow, that'd be cool. That'd be really cool. That'd be party at Sandy Beach's Sandy Beach house. Sandy, do you have a Sandy Beach house? Is it like at a beach house with sand out in front of it? That's how I imagine where you live. That you live next to the beach with white sand, and you just go out every day, and you live the Sandy Beach life. Let me know if I'm absolutely off the ballpark there, but you know that's the imagination running wild. All right, let's get it. So let me stake this. Let's stake it. Bam. Right, here we go. Now, when I stake this, it's going to give me the bean reward that's already in there because it sort of takes everything out and restakes it again. I'm at 2.35% of the pool. What does Sandy Beach say about that? Hex Token, you are wrong. Rabbits. Brandon says, what about Sandcastle Sandy? Yeah, that'd be cool. I could imagine Sandy being at the top of the sandcastle. All right, there we are. So we got the bean. Looking good. Looking good for the bean. So that is pretty much on Brista. Let's go back to the rewards here. Let's go to claim there and refresh. How many have I got? Let me refresh here. I got 318,000 bean. Bring it on. Hear me roar with my beans. 318,000. That's pretty good. All right. That is pretty much it on Magic Upright. So good news from them. They have obviously been giving nice updates. The more updates, they've been giving a lot of updates lately. So obviously getting closer and closer is the old barista there. We're looking forward to it. Bring it on. You can find all their links, by the way, Magic Upright, Magic Up 369. Now, I'll post it in the chat there, but you can find, these are the 3 protocols. And of course, that's the testnet there if you want to play Pulsechain testnet v4. Now, we've got the links in our Discord under, yeah, that is the link there. Bam. When mainnet for Brista? Yeah, I don't know when Brista's mainnet, but it must be pretty soon. That's all I know. Must be pretty soon. Oh, Magic Upride's in the house, so maybe they can tell you when Brista is coming. But it's coming pretty soon there. And of course, they've got their basically staking platform for the community there, so it is getting close. All right, don't forget to give them a follow. Give them a follow and leave a comment. I mean, that's the thing, right? They love feedback. Get in there and do that. One of the best teams out there on Pulsechain. They're about to unleash all their protocols. So they've got, think about it, 4 protocols, the staking platform, and the 3 protocols to launch, all benefiting Pulsechain and Hex. So another big ecosystem about to drop on Pulsechain this year, which is pretty neat. Magic Upright says imminent on there. So there we are. That's for your barista. That is the barista liquid lines front end, looking pretty good. Brennan says, was there a lot of loving in the shack? I don't know what you guys talking about there, bro. What the hex? What did you have to sack for Brista? I don't know. You can ask Magic Upright there in the chat there right now. Yeah, all the kids left home now, so I downsized. Worst mistake ever, lol, says SkidX. Yeah, sometimes you get used to all that big environment, right? Get big used when you have big family, you're used to big environment. All right, let's jump away. Let's go back into the Pulsechain projects. Let's have a look to see what's performing today. We've got PLSP Pulsepot is looking like a boss. The world's first peer-to-peer crypto casino. Look at this chart, is up, and away. Wow. Now, the first day it got up to $7.50, was it? Yeah, $7.50 the first day. Came way back down here. You could have picked it up for a little chips. Could have got in for $1.45 at the bottom, and then away it's gone here. Found some support at $3.30. Got some resistance back here at $4.80, but now it's up, and away. Look at that, $6.83 for PLSP Pulsepot token there, looking pretty good. Now, you guys know I've been covering this Jacob's ecosystem. He's got multiple protocols. He's got Pulsepot, BNB pot. He's got TYRH. He's had 3 versions out, 1, 2, and 3. He's got V4 coming, which is supposed to be a big one. He's got TYCZ, which is going to be launching on maybe Pulsechain and BNB. Initially BNB, but maybe Pulsechain and BNB together. We'll see. That is a DeFi Binance. It's going to take on Binance directly. It's going to be pretty cool. I like it because it could have something like, based on the previous model, could have something like validating, stuff like that, which would be pretty cool. Everyone likes, that sort of format of earning. And of course, the big one, PUSD Algo, which you guys know I've been covering, potentially the 4th stablecoin on Pulsechain. So really has got some really cool stuff there. I understand there's a bit of rebranding going to be going on with some things, but man, it is looking so good. Look at this price, $6.83, looking like a boss. In fact, let's bring up TYRH as well, because these are the ones that are out on Pulsechain at the moment. So let's bring up that. Bam. Actually, I've got a separate category for them, haven't I? I've got TRH all by itself. So you can see some of these other tokens that they're doing for TRH. You got Holy up 20% at the moment. TRH itself is down 2.8%. But man, I don't know how long that's going to last. I think this might be way oversold on the old TRH. Waiting for TRH V4. Yeah, it's kind of in this bottom support range now. And man, this thing could really take off. There is tax on this, a fairly severe one. I can't remember exactly what is it, 20 something percent. So there is that on that. But man, if it races off and does many X's, that would be nothing bigger, right? So, and Pulsepot doing pretty well also. So let's go for a quick look at Pulsepot over here. Pulsepot doing very well. And obviously a new game was launched the other day, Coin Wars. And one of the let me just switch the wallet over to Pulsechain. Bam. One of the wallets, one of the games on for Coin Wars. So Coin Wars is you put up a prize. Anyone can do it. You can create your own coin war. You just put the amount of tokens that you're wanting to put in. For example, maybe 25, and you just go select the token that you want. You just go through and select it. So it's pretty easy to do. I mean, you could select, I guess, Pulse. That one there, I've got Pulse. So you could do Pulse, for example, $25. And then someone else is going to gamble with you 50-50. So it really is gambling 50-50. Top of the coin, right? Top of the flicking a coin, basically. And yeah. So that's how easy you can create Coin War, do it yourself. Pretty easy, right? But there are ones in there at the moment. Let me refresh this so I can get rid of my setup. And let's have a look here. So at the moment, you can set up your own one, or you can go and just take the bet here. Now, someone's put up $10,000 for Pulse. For this bet. Isn't that crazy? Crazy. That means you'd have to put up $10,000 of a token as well. So there's some crazy stuff there. But there's a $25 one here as well. You can take that one as also. And that's kind of cool. All right. So that is pretty much how this works. But the other one, the first game, which is Jackpot, has been ticking away pretty nicely. A lot of players can play this, multiplayer. Remember, this is the world's first peer-to-peer crypto casino. So there's no middleman in there. It's all automated. Between you and the smart contracts there, and it does all the price calls and everything else. Look at this one, $658 in this competition right now. Someone's come in and sniped at the end. That's what we call it when someone comes at the end and then tries to snipe it for the win, and they swamp out all the competition. Man, they'd be pretty upset if they lose this. $658 is what's gone into this prize pool. Now, if you're one of these smaller accounts, here, let me just refresh that. If you're one of these small guys in here, then man, we can see a couple of them only got a few dollars in there, $1.70, $1.76. So there's a lot of these little players in here at the top just got less than $1 or just over $1. And this big whale came in and sniped at the end. It'll be interesting to see what happens here. Are they going to win or anything? Imagine if this little pink arrow here lands on one of these. Wow, that'd be crazy. Now, the last person, there seems to be this person seems to be sniping a lot. sniping is really great because you can obviously, if you got enough money, you can win a lot of time. But man, you can still lose. We have seen people lose thousands of dollars. They come in the snipe with the big money, but unfortunately the chance goes against them. So that is it. This is waiting for the block. Apparently, it's still waiting. But yeah, it's pretty much continuing on. Here is Pulsebot. All right, so let's get on there. So this is from Jacob's Ecosystems. We've got Pulsebot is firing. So this bodes really, really well. TRH, this could be the quiet before the storm there. Nice accumulation zone before TRH V4 comes out. And as you guys know, I've been covering PUSD Algo pretty full on. So this is going to be number 4 out of all the protocols. Obviously, TYCZ is out there as well. And we especially have some news coming out soon about that. But PUSD Algo, potentially the 4th biggest stable coin. Now, I've got a link to the video description if you want to get a 90% bonus for this because it is hot trot. Now, we've seen the bonus here. This total's gone up over the last couple of days. It was sitting at about 393,000. It's now at 410,000. So we've seen a bit of new life come into this in terms of people participating in the sacrifice. Remember, 75% of the sacrifice money is going straight into the protocol day one. So you're not wondering where the sacrifice money goes. 50% is going into this liquidity pools, and 25% is going into stability miner. And this thing could be the 4th algorithmic, 4th stablecoin on Pulsechain, and the first algorithmic one, fully DeFi. So no human intervention. None of the flaws that Terra Luna had will be in this protocol. So very exciting to see this play out. So if you want to get a 90% bonus, do that. If you the link's in the video description for that. If you would do over $1,000 inclusive of the referral bonus, then you also get access to bonus X, which is another multiplier bonus between 1.01 and 2x there. So pretty easy. So these are the accepted tokens at the moment on Pulsechain Ethereum. You just send your sacrifice to this wallet address here, ends in E223. And if, like I say, if you want to start winning, get that 90% bonus in the video description. If you want to get that bonus X, the second bonus, which is could be potentially pretty big, could be. It is a random number between 1.01 and 2x though. So who knows what you'll get, but that is the play at the moment. And for every dollar that you sacrifice, you can get 20 algo coins. It's going to be the main coin, 200 flex token, which is the incentive token, and a 0.01 wrap PUSD there as well, which is the reward token there for stable coins. So that's for every dollar you get. Now that's inclusive of the bonuses in the total column. So kind of cool. You can see the total supply currently for the test net is down the bottom here. Looks like there's 30 million algo, 130 million flex so far, and 6,500 wrap PUSD there at the moment. So pretty cool. Now, what are you going to be able to do with this? Of course, you're going to be able to take algo, the main coin, and you're going to be able to, people want to buy that, right? So that could really get bought up big time. And then, of course, people will then go and swap it for stablecoin and PUSD. There'll be a stability miner where people can provide liquidity and get paid to help support the price of the stablecoin, which is going to be PUSD will be pegged to liquid loans, USDL from the looks of it. And then, of course, you'll be able to earn everything you do on the platform. You'll be able to earn flex token, and you'll get fees from the V3 DEX. So you're getting paid out of utility, not out of inflation. And then, of course, there'll be stake tokens there. You'll be able to stake algo and PUSD. But instead of the problems that Terra Luna had with Anchor being 20%, you'll only get more modest yields, but they'll be very, very attractive. So algo and PUSD, you'll get more algo and PUSD through that. You'll be able to redeem, of course, tokens. So you'll be able to redeem your stablecoin PUSD. Now, PUSD has got to be the best brand name for stablecoin, Pulse USD, and of course, algo as well. You'll be able to swap tokens, different tokens, and of course, you'll be able to unwrap those sweet rewards like the wrap PUSD over different time frames. So it really makes it takes off selling pressure as well off the market. So if that's something for you, it is more speculative, but man, it could be the first algorithmic stablecoin on Pulsechain, and it could really be the holy grail. So far on the prototype, it worked very well, making massive fees on Pulsechain, and looking forward to where this project will go. This is another one from Jacob's Ecosystem, leading the DeFi development in Pulsechain, really, with all this innovation. So Pulsebot looking fantastic. Chart speaks for itself. TRH will be back on board once we get TRH V4. And of course, currently Algo, PUSD Algo, could be a juggernaut, absolute juggernaut on Pulsechain, solving the scalability issue and TVL issue of what they call the stablecoin trilemma, and potentially bringing big players over to Pulsechain could be absolutely massive. So I'm really excited about that myself. All right, that's pretty much it at the moment. A link's in the video description if you want to participate in that. Let's get back into it though. Let's move away from all these. And let's get back into the rest of the tokens at the moment, performing pretty well. We've got ZKZX, which is the Tornado Cash fork. This is obviously had a big rally and done very well indeed. Got all the way up to almost 10 cents, can you believe it? 9.7 cents. Wow. And currently at 4.9 cents. Some people are calling big numbers for this. Once again, do your own due diligence, but man, that is looking pretty good. For just under half a penny at the moment. Of course, this Tornado Crash fork here. It's ZK. Is it ZKZX? Have I got the right one? Oh, I'm botching up the typing, but ZK, there we are. This is the front end for it, right? So Tornado Cash, this is, if you like, anonymous transactions on Pulsechain. This is one of at least 2 or 3 options that are out there at the moment. So ZKZX are very, very cool. And of course, we've got to mention Beatrue out there as well. I'm not sure if Hurry Cash is working, but definitely those two are looking good. All right, let's see if that can, how far it will go. Definitely looking popular as the old ZKZX. What else is looking pretty good? Let's jump down here. Time tokens up 3%. Pulse Reflections up 4% there. Everything else is pretty much down. Let me just scroll out there. Yeah, Holy Token up 20% there from TRH. That's pretty much it. Let's have a look at the worst ones. So the best performer today is Holy from TRH. And of course, Pulsebot is second. Pulse Reflections third there. Looks like Vemp doing pretty well. That's that Web3 gaming. That is up 4% there at the moment. Time token there from Internet Money, where the fees have really, the income's really been jumping up there on Time Token. They've been doing a great job. So big shout out to KG for that. Spark Swap up 2% there as well. Burn Token for TRH up 1.4. So we've got a few movers there. The worst performance today. Let's have a quick look down there. Mintra there, and obviously ZKZX after its big push, and then Pulse LN. Man. Now, when you get some of these blue chips like this, like Pulse LN and that pulling back, and you think it looks like a good price, maybe a good time to accumulate for your blue chip portfolio, because this has had a big rally, right? So, and it comes back down to support. The RSI cooling off at 50 there. So keep an eye out on this. That's 0.2 of a penny at the moment for Pulse LN, but obviously one of our big on-rampings, and of course Bitcoin Lightning Network through Pulse LN as well. So definitely worth keeping a lookout for that. Let's bring up Pulse LN here at the moment. If you haven't used that, of course, definitely super fast as well. There's something else I'd say about it. So looking pretty good, and you can see they got the Bitcoin Lightning Network if that's something useful. But they got multiple chains on here too. You can quickly get onto Pulsechain that way as well. Just always make sure you're getting a good deal whenever you're dealing with any of these platforms. But so far so good with the Pulse LN. What else have we got going there? And Mintra. Yeah, Mintra pulled back 42%. So what? Let's have a look at this chart, because this obviously had a big breakout. Big volume just suddenly came out of nowhere. You can decide where that came from. And up and away. And zigzag back of here. Got some big seller in yesterday. Sold it right down. So was this a good buy? Currently at 0.3 of a penny. Bounced off 0.2 of a penny here. So I may get some support here at the moment. I've got the RSI on there. Let's pull that up. RSI here on Mintra, one of the 5 NFT marketplaces up at the moment, and actually 6, isn't it? Because we actually have the 9mm NFT market is up, is running, that we said. So the only one we're waiting for now is Power City Pixel Park. That's the last one out of the top 7, the big 7, we'll call them NFT marketplaces. I noticed that Beatbox, the first one that was out, is actually doing their version 2. They're doing a lot of innovations on Beatbox as well, so big shout out to them. There we are, 41 on the RSI. So it's definitely cooled off here. Let's see if we can get some support in here at 0.3 of a penny from Mintra. Maybe potentially a good buy. The only thing I don't like about, I love Mintra's website, fantastic, and they're doing okay on the marketing. The one thing I would say is just the volume for stuff's not so hot. However, they have picked up a bit of popularity there with the PLS naming, right? So that seems to have been a nice little rebound for them. We'll keep an eye out on the volumes though on the platform there, but definitely Pulse naming service there, certainly giving another maybe a booster in the volume. So check that out. All right, that's pretty much it on those. Leads us into Hex, of course. Hex, how are we doing here so far? Hex. You can buy Hex on Ethereum or Pulsechain, and you can swap it for T-shares and start mining more Hex. That's pretty much it. Hex.com. Check it out. Links in the video description. We're going to get into today's results for day 1525, hopefully. We haven't got those out yet, though, and we should have them out about now, but they're not out quite yet, so we'll come back to that in a minute. Before we do, though, let's catch up in the chat and see who else has jumped in here. We've got some more comments. No sack for Barista, that's right. Just for MCR 369, that's right. Yeah, I should have thought about that when you asked the question. What else there? Testing on mainnet, then go time. Testnet works significantly different, says Magic. Absolutely. Yeah, there was a sacrifice. There was no sacrifice for Barista. You can earn Bean when you stake alone in Barista, though, so that's a real extra added reward there. So definitely worth checking out. Bean will be supported by the whole ecosystem, all the protocols, so should do well for Bean performance. Hey Bob, good to see you. Welcome back. And good to see you got your X platform back. Nice one. Your X profile. Bob Wells says, hope you're all doing well. I think everyone's doing pretty well there, Bob. Great to see you as well. Lowering the prices in your testnet drop DApp, says thank you, says Bob. Nice one. All right, let's jump back into it and let's see if we got the results out. Yeah, there we are. We got the results out for Ethereum. So the 4th of February for day 1525 on Ethereum there for X. We got the price there at 77/100th of a penny, down 3.8% at the moment. And we've got the payout per T-share 6.981. Yesterday was 6.86. So the rewards are really, really juicy on the old Ethereum there for Hex. Oh, big jump. What a mega jump here for the share rate. Man, oh man, oh man. Wow. 401 jump on the share rate. Woohoo! Hot doggity dog. That's one of the biggest jumps in history there on the old share rate. Wow. 32,305 is the jump there. That's pretty big. So there we go, folks. You're witnessing a big day in the share rate jump. Man, oh man. So it's going to cost you 400 more Hex to get spot T-share at the moment. Obviously, longer pays better and bigger pays better. But you're still, the spot price has definitely gone up there for a T-share. 7.09 years, the average mine length there, 40% exactly APY today. Let's look at the ownership tools there. We've got obviously a declining T-share ownership on Ethereum, which means if you've got T-shares, you are pretty special because the rate, the Hex going into that reward pool just keeps going up. So if you're a T-share owner, wow, you are lucky. We're sitting at 9,544,000 T-shares in the ownership pool at the moment. Let's jump over to the lock percentage of coins. 9.3% of the Hex is locked on Ethereum. We had pretty awesome penalties, 3 million today. A pretty good day in the office, but look at the other day we had 2 days ago, we had 50.3 million. How about that? But today looking pretty good, 3.1 million. Now remember, 50% goes into the reward pool. We got 66.6 million in the reward pool for Hex. That just keeps going up, folks. Look at the other day, 90 million. Man, it does catch your eye, doesn't it? It really is good to be a T-share owner and mining the old Hex. Looking at the growth numbers, down 1 liquid holder, down 13 miners today. We are down 118,956 miners on the old Ethereum chain there. What a great day. What a great day. Great results. Man, it's good to be a T-share miner on X. Let's jump over to, we haven't got Pulsechain out yet. It seemed to be a bit more delayed, although we do have yesterday's number out, which I don't think I read out yesterday because I wasn't live streaming. So that was definitely didn't happen. We also got the day before, which I'm not sure if I read about that either. But we had a 9.44 Hex per T-share payout on Pulsechain 2 days ago. And then, of course, yesterday's result, we had 6.8, which I didn't cover in live stream. And we haven't got today's result out, right? So today's result, as you guys know, was for day, was it 268? Is that what I said? Yeah, day 268. So we're waiting for that. It's not out yet. Well, we'll cover it tomorrow. It'll be fun. So we're currently on day 1526 on the Ethereum chain, and we've just started day 269 on Pulsechain. So get your T-shares while you can. That share rate jump was huge today, huge. Now, I've got another website. Have I got it listed up here? I thought I had it up here. I'm not sure if it's on my Hex charts or what, but yeah, I can't see the actual site here. Normally, I had them at the top here. I must have moved it off or something. Not sure where that is, but there's on the Hex charts. Let's quickly look. It's been a while since I've been on Hex charts. Yeah, maybe. Let's have a look. You're waiting for T-shares there. They're just the charts are populating. There it is. This is the one I'm after. This is the one I'm after. Wow. Let's get into it. Let's hide the Pulsechain side of it, and let's just have a look at the Ethereum side. So that big giant 401 Hex per T-share jump in the share rate. That is massive. Look at it. You can see it out here, folks. Look at that thing. Wow, that's huge. And the payout massive there as well. In fact, that's the daily payout. Where's the share rate jump? Is this the one? Can't remember if that's the jump there. What are expiring T-shares? No, it's not the run either. I thought I had the right chart. It's been a long time since I looked at this for some reason. T-share rate jumping. Yeah, that's not the one. So I think we were using maybe X5's channel. But in any case, look at that payout we got the other day. That's why we're here at it. That payout there, look at that, 9.4. That's way above the average. Look at the average down here. So average is climbing. See what I mean? If you're owning a T-share, the average payouts just continue to climb, right? This is February 2020 down this end, 2022. And here we are in February. This is 2 years time frame, and we're already up at heading towards, 6.8. So the average average payouts going up. Now, the thing with this payout, it's going to go up faster at a faster rate. So it's starting to curve up. See, it's sort of curving up over the last 2 years. And man, it's going to be pretty awesome. But look at these super payouts. All these super payouts lately. We had heaps of them, right? So I think we're going to get tons of those in 2024, 25, right? So we've got the 10-year T-shares out to 2030, 2029. And we may see a lot of them 50% midge the end state, especially if we're in a bull market, right, which we're expecting to get into. So food for thought there. All right, looking good. In fact, let's go to Hexfire. What's what we're here? Hex info. No, Hexfire. Let's go Hexfire. We'll probably be able to see that on the chart. It's always good to take these moments when you see something history play out on Hex. It's always good to have a look at the charts when it does. Share rate, payout T-share, share rate. Let's have a look here. We've got the full screen on this. There it is. All right. So yeah, looks like we had a pretty big day. I'm not sure if this is taken into account. Yeah, it's not quite working that accurately at the moment, but definitely had a big jump. Apparently, we're going to have a big jump coming in here soon as well. This looks like it's been recalibrated, and yeah, it looks like we've got another jump coming up. Yeah, what's that? The 15th. So it looks like we've got another one coming up here. Let's see if this happens when we come up to mid-February. Looks like we could have another massive jump in the share rate. But look at based on these forecasts, let's see how we go with that. All right, kind of cool. I think that's it. Is that it? Yeah, I think it is. All right. That is Hex. Let's get into a Discord. If you haven't joined our Discord, we've pretty much run the biggest Pulsechain Hex Discord dedicated to obviously Pulsechain Hex. Now, it's $5 a month and 16 cents a day, so it's super cheap to get into. At the moment, we have about 1,250 members, and we've got 6 different chat groups that you can get into on different topics, including the only one with the crypto helpline. So get in there on that, where people use that all the time. They need help with things, and get in there on that one. We've got 3 audio chats as well, including a game room discussing projects and strategy. You definitely don't want to miss that out there. We've got the ultimate Pulsechain information. We've got all the links to on-chain, cross-chain, project teams, charts and graphs and all sorts of stuff like that. You can access to that. I'm in there on a regular basis as well. So it's always cool to see. And of course, if you want to get into our strategy club room, that is $35 a month. That is where we cover some of the best protocols on multi-chain, including Pulsechain, Ethereum, BNB, and others. And we're always talking about special intelligence, getting the latest intel, talking about the best strategies, and bringing all that experience and knowledge to bear to give you the edge in the bull market, as we've just only started the bull market. And of course, we've got Bitcoin halving coming up. So if you want to get that extra edge there, get part of the elite crew, and you can jump into that strategy room. Now, strategy room does include the general Discord membership as well. So you get that included as well. So join up, folks. The link's in the video description. Place to be. All right, that is it. An hour and 3 minutes. I think we did pretty well today. Man, that share rate jump today, man, I didn't even see that earlier. That was unexpected. So, bam, come up there, looking good there. I know Hexfire, Crispy Man, has been covering it on his YouTube channel. He's been doing it. If you want to get into the real nerdy stuff around Hex, then definitely follow Crispy Man on YouTube. And he's often, I think, on Maddie Allen's, analytics show or something like that. Alpha show, something like that. Can't remember what they call it, but he's on that. If you haven't checked him out, does a great job. All right, let's see who else has jumped in here. Let's see. That's what else we got there. I'm just trying to catch up these comments. I think, Can you confirm the URL of this website, Superman? I'm not sure which website you're talking about. All the websites are posted, I can confirm. Yeah, hopefully that answers your question. Let us know if you got a question. You can always get into Discord and ask if I haven't answered it on here. Let's see what else we got. Bob in there. We talked about Bob. Bob, as Mr. Bean would say, Bob. Evening all. Good to see Active Decimaciated. Welcome to the chat. Strategy Club in is awesome, says Sandy Beach. It is so awesome. You were right. And we're going to be doing a lot more in that space. Kind of cool. All right. I think that's it. We got an hour and 5 minutes. Hope you guys enjoyed today's show. Catch me again tomorrow. Enjoy your weekend. If you're still on Sunday up in the Northern Hemisphere, enjoy your weekend. If it is a weekday, get onto that as well. We have our special New Zealand day tomorrow called Waitangi Day. It's going to be on. That should be a lot of fun for all the good Kiwis out there enjoying it. Yeah, it's going to be fun to see. What else there? Cheers, Super, says Brent. You're most welcome. All right, let's finish up with something cool, shall we? Let's do it. Let's play something really neat. Something insightful. Should we? Should we do it? We should. We should. What is insightful here that I've got? Oh, yes, that's my favorite one. Magic Cup Ride's in the house, so it's got to be the Magic Cup Ride, right? Yeah, all in favor, say aye. All in favor, say aye. Say all against, say nay. Say nay. No, we love the Magic Cup Ride, so let's play that. Peace out, everybody. Take care. Subscribe, like, share, hit the bell. Join Discord as the way you go. If you want to get into that PUSD algo, the link is in the video description. 90% bonus as well. I will catch you again tomorrow. Big shout out to Magic Cup Ride. Doing a great job. 4 protocols about to hit Pulsechain. Bring it on. That's what we can say.
In theory, if someone were a billionaire and they had like all this money, why wouldn't they just buy more of the thing they liked instead of dumping the thing they liked? Like if Bezos bought shares in Amazon, would you be pissed off? If Apple does a stock buyback and they buy more of their own shares in their company back from the public, which is a way to turn earnings into yield for the shareholders, do you get mad and yell at Apple? And so we had to come up with a word for this fan fiction fantasy, which is the opposite of a rug pull, called a magic carpet ride. And so if you're worried about risk of a rug pull, what weighted value have you given the risk of a magic carpet ride? And it's just hilarious to me.